will generalists lose out to the specialist, or will they thrive because they do have a set of different things that they are good at?
So I think this varies. So the point I made before, which I mean, I think, I'm thinking about this from a journalistic perspective. Journalism effectively is generalists explaining specialists to the world. And I think those sorts of journalists have less opportunity because the specialists will now be able to use tools to explain themselves to the world. They won't need necessarily the generalists. Counter to that, I think, is the fact that generalists have the ability probably to move faster, make changes, and so on. And if you're a specialist in the wrong place, you may find life gets pretty tough. So you're already seeing people, for example, who are specialists in design or specialists in writing various things. Those job markets are increasingly, they're finding their price point is being forced down, and that the really good ones are probably fine, but the price point is coming down, and therefore it's harder and harder, and therefore generalists who can move around may be in a better place. But I think it's one of those things where I don't really know the answer. And I think, I'll be honest, when I thought about this talk in the first place, I nearly wrote it down as 12 questions I don't know the answer to, because what you have is a whole series of scenarios where things are moving around. And I think generalists versus specialists is a great question. I suspect the right specialists will do really, really well. The wrong ones won't. And it's kind of hard to ourselves to predict which ones were.